welcome back to the channel. So for today's video I am going to be reading on my Kindle and going through some of my pros of having a Kindle. So first up, what I'm going to do is I have got my case with my pop socket already on it and some new stickers that I'm going to pop in the back, and I basically just gonna put them all on my Kindle. I will put on the screen now the type of Kindle I've got, the exact measurements and everything, and I'll put the links down below of where I ordered everything from. And we are basically gonna go through the pros of Kindle and the Kindle Unlimited. So the one thing I do love about my Kindle is that I love a physical book, but when I start getting tired and my arms are getting tired from holding the book, I can just change straight over to this. It's all there. It's so easy to hold in your hand. It's just like a big phone basically that has got loads of books on it. And one thing I love about Kindle Unlimited is that there is so many books, and when you actually go onto your homepage it shows you books that are in Kindle Unlimited and not, but it gives you books you may like in Kindle Unlimited, Kindle Unlimited recommendations, Kindle Unlimited based on what you're reading, and some others based on what you're reading, new in Kindle Unlimited, and it just sort of goes through that, and it's got loads of different books for you to choose from, and you can scroll as well, which I love that, because it just gives you so many options. When you're in the mood for a book, you don't really know what, you can just sort of go on one of the options that shows you new based on your reading, things like that, and it is all there. Books that you'll love, trips that you'll love, your favourite authors, they are all there for you. I have decided for today's video, I have picked 3 books that I really want to read that I've been seeing on Kindle Unlimited, and I am going to do a reading vlog where I read them in this video for you. But first up, we are going to decorate my Kindle. So let's get straight into that first before I show you the first book. So here on my bed, as you can see, I've got my stickers, I've got my case, and I have got my Kindle. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the stickers sort of where I'd want them to go, just to give me some sort of idea of what I'm wanting. So I just sort of place them on the back of my Kindle like this, and then I just put my case on my Kindle just to sort of hold them all in place. When you do this, they will move around a little bit, but I've just sort of pressed down gently just to keep them all in shape, and that is it. That is the Kindle done. So the books that I am going to read, I have got A Kingdom of Flame and Fury, which is the Four Kingdoms book 1, and so this is a dark romance fantasy, and I'm pretty much going to get straight on into reading it, and we will just read with the other books as we go along. This is going to be quite a long book, so what it does do with Kindle as well, which I like, is it gives you a about this book section. It tells you the book description, the typical time to read, some popular highlights that other people that have had Kindle Unlimited and they've highlighted on this, what they've done, and the other books in the series. So this book is 594 pages, and it is currently, the time it would typically take to read is 11 hours and 53 minutes. So I'm going to aim, because this book is actually split into 2 parts, I'm going to aim to try to get a big chunk of the way into part 1 today, and just keep going from there. So it is currently the next day, and I have finished A Kingdom of Flame and Fury. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good. Like, this book had me in a chokehold. Like, there's no other way to describe it. I just was constantly needing to know about Raven, about Zeke, and what was going on, and how Cade was kicked. Oh, it was too much. There was too much. And now I need to start a new book that I've got on my Kindle, but I really want to read the second one just to find out what's going on. But the second one's like 700 pages. This was only 500. I don't know if I could do 700. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a poll up on my Instagram, and then whoever gets the biggest percentage is what I'm going to read, because I really don't know what to do. Hey guys, so I have finished work. I've come home and I'm about to go have my dinner, and I'm going to read whilst I'm eating my dinner. So I put the poll up on my Instagram story first thing this morning, literally as soon as I said it. I put it up, and the end result I'll put on the screen here now. But I believe 67% said A Kingdom of Frost and Fear over Anastasia. So I am gonna read that one next. So as it got 67% over 33% with Anastasia, I'm gonna be reading A Kingdom of Frost and Fear. So I'm gonna go start that downstairs now. I am very excited because I need to know what happens next in Zeke and Raven's story. So I am buzzing to be reading this now. So it has been a while since I last gave an update, but I am currently 80% done with A Kingdom of Frost and Fear. I am 602 pages in out of 750. That's another thing I love about my Kindle. Obviously I've got it on dark mode at the moment, but it shows you when you click on it at the bottom, it shows you what chapter you're on, what page you're on, how much time you've got left in that chapter, and the percentage, which is quite cool. But yeah, I'm gonna aim and finish this book today, and then as much as it's gonna kill me that I'm gonna want to read the third one and I won't, I am gonna move on to a different book. I think I am gonna go with, just to change up a little bit, I'm gonna go with Throttled by Lauren Asher, which is I think from the Dirty Air series. I think that's the F1 sort of series. So that's gonna be the next book I read, as much as it's gonna kill me to want to read A Kingdom of Death and Despair. But we are gonna finish Kingdom of Frost and Fear, and then we're just gonna keep going. And yeah, I do need to edit my reading in 24 hours video, because that does need to go up tonight. I've only got a little bit left to edit on that, and then that's that done, and that will go up tonight. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit and read in bed for a bit. I've not long woke up, so I think I'm gonna maybe finish this chapter, go downstairs to get some breakfast, and maybe try and convince my mum to let us get some coffees, because Costa at the minute's got a 2 for £6 deal on, so might go drive, get a coffee for everyone and come back. Maybe, we'll see. just finished a Kingdom for Frost and Fear, and how it ended, I really want to go into book 3, but I'm not. I am going to start Throttled, which is book 1 in the Dirty Air series by Lauren Asher. One thing I do love about this is the playlists. That's just one of the things I love so much. So yeah, we're going to be reading Throttled, and I felt like this was very on theme because when I am recording this, I am going to get up in the morning and watch the Grand Prix. So I felt like it was very on themed with what I was planning to do this weekend. So I feel like if I start it now, I'll then get up in the morning, read some, watch the Grand Prix. Once that's finished, carry on reading. I just felt like it was very on theme. Also, I've currently got Play, and it's just on YouTube. It's 8 hours long, and it's just like this cute little cottage that's got a fire going, and outside it's got like a window where the rain is raining. The rain is raining. But it is very cute. I'll just show you it quickly. Is that not the cutest thing you have ever seen? Also, I love my Christmas bedding. But yeah, I've literally just had that on whilst I've been reading. And yeah, I'm now going to start Throttled. I'll probably only get maybe 1 or 2 chapters into this tonight. I'm not expecting to get very far at all. And then I'll carry on reading it tomorrow. Hey guys, so it's been 2 days since I last recorded, and I am still reading Throttled, but I am now on chapter 35, and I'm just going to sit in the car and read. I've got my McDonald's, so I'm just going to sit, read, and just do that really. Also, cut all my hair off. What do I think? I love it. But yeah, just going to sit and read, eat, and that's the plan. I am currently loving this book. I have been eating it up like mad. It is so good, and it's one of them, like the way Lauren Asher writes, it's just one of them, you just gotta keep going. No matter what you're doing, you just want to have this book in your hand, you want to be reading it no matter what. And I love that in a book, so I'm just gonna keep on reading. So I have finished Throttled. I haven't done a lot of reading since, but I did enjoy it. I really enjoyed it. I got through it so quickly as well. I feel like with Lauren Asher's books, it's just one of them you do just get through quickly. So I really enjoyed it. Now I am going to start the next book. I have been putting it off because it is about 800 pages long, which will be the biggest book I have read. So I'm indecisive because I really want to read A Kingdom of Death and Despair by... who's it by? I forgot who it's by. By Whitney Dean. And because I've really been enjoying that series, but the next one doesn't come out for a good few months yet, so I don't know whether to read that in like my own time when I read that, or to read the book I had in mind. I've got a lot of books I want to read, but I've decided I'm going to go with Anastasia by Sophie Lark. No, I've done it the wrong way. Anastasia by Sophie Lark. And it's basically the story of Anastasia, who was the princess. So yeah. So Anastasia is basically the story of the Russian royal family and like their lost princess. If you've watched the Disney movie, it's basically going to follow that similar story, but it is... that's the cover. Look how pretty the cover is. It's basically, I'm going to get the description up and read it. Anastasia is a enemies to lovers fantasy romance. It is intended for mature readers and contains spicy scenes. This book is not a retelling of any other Anastasia story. It's set in 1919 in a world similar to ours, but with magic. And the author, Sophie Lark, has said, I think what captivates us about Anastasia is our dream of what could have been. Anastasia's death was so tragic, I wanted to give her another life. So, yeah. I'm gonna start it downstairs. I'm just gonna chill with my family and read it and just go from there. But it's got its own soundtrack, so best believe, of course, Rasputin's on there, like the Rasputin song. But yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs and read it. It's got a map. Love a map. The artwork in Sophie Lark's books are so amazing. Part 1. I'm gonna go read it now. Okay, bye. Guys, it's currently a bit later to the last clip I filmed. I have only read a few pages more, but I finished my job today and I start a new one on Monday. And I just want to show you one of the presents that one of the girls from there got me, and another one which is actually going to be a Christmas present for my mum, but they are so good to show you. So basically, my friend at work, her mum is an author, like a small author, but she is published, and she was able to get me 2 pieces of her work that were signed, and that's pretty big to me. So first up, I've got a Marilyn Monroe collectible poster and magnets, and it is so cute. So it's just in like this little magnetized case, and in it you've got a book with the mini posters that says, "To Abby, love, Michelle Morgan," with a kiss, and then you've got the fridge magnets here. It's small, but it's so cute. And then another one is a Friends one. It is an A to Z guide and trivia deck. So I haven't actually opened the trivia deck yet, but again, very similar things. So we've got the trivia deck there with a bunch of cards. I might leave that till Christmas and open it with my family because we all love Friends. So I feel like that'd be a very good like Christmas game with a few drinks. But in the A to Z guide, it actually has, just in the front page, it's got her name there. Again, Michelle Morgan, and again, To Abby. Love, Michelle Morgan, 3 kisses. But yeah, that is so cute. That is literally all I want to show you. And yeah, that was it. And yeah, my friend from work, she's so sweet. And I did post on my story about the Friends one with the cover. And I said, like, love getting all the signed things. And she was like, "Oh, this is so cute. Like, I'm going to show my mum and she's going to follow you." And everything. I was like, "Ah, yeah, bless her." And then her mum, who is Michelle, messaged me and she was like, "I'm glad you like them. Good luck in your job." So that was so sweet. And I love both of them. The next thing I'm going to show you is, I want to make sure I show you the right one. Yeah, this one. Is these candles. Now these are from Zen Candles, which is someone else that I worked with. These are actually presents for my mum for Christmas. But basically, I've bought her them and she's bought me some, if that makes sense. So I know I'm getting them because I'm the one that's had to order them, but these are basically part of my Christmas presents. So this one is a coffee shop, and I actually got this is the small version. I actually got the big version from the creator of Zen Candles for my birthday, and it lasted me so long and it smells so good. This is my favourite one. This is the smell I smell when I'm like reading a book. Like, this is like, it is so good. I love it. But yeah, these scents I got for my mum. I got 2 coffee shops because I know she likes them as well, so they'll be like downstairs and it'll be on the fireplace, has to be even. And then I got a Christmas tree one, which was cute, and a gingerbread one. And they actually come in these little tins. They've got a little stick on the bottom, they've got the little like logo on the top, and I love them. And what the person that makes them, what he actually does is, if you give the pots and that back to him, he reuses them. It's very eco-friendly. Like, the box it's come in is just cardboard, and inside it's all like shredded cardboard and everything. And there's actually like instructions as well. But yeah, the Instagram handle is at Zen Candle Store, and I would highly recommend the candles because I actually love them so much. Basically, you get a little candle care instructions, some do's and don'ts with your candles. It's basically keep them away from children, don't let them burn for over 4 hours, that sort of thing. But yeah, I love them. Candles, nail the books, that's all I want to show you. I'm just gonna sit, watch some YouTube. I'm currently watching Destiny Sid Wells, Destiny Sid Wells, A Busy Bee, Week in the Life. I am currently 25 minutes into the 32. I'm probably going to watch that, maybe watch a few others because I've got a few videos to catch up on. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick little update. I have just been town and just went shopping and I got a few bits, so I thought I'd show you. So the first thing I bought was some UGG dupes out of Primark because my sister's got some and I want some. And I also got just some tights because all my tights are ripped and I start my new job tomorrow and I need more tights. I then went into Deichmann and got myself some new work shoes. Pretty cute. Just bought myself them. They were £22.99. And then this is where I broke the bank. I went into the works to have a little look and I come out with 7 books. My mum is gonna kill me. But first up, I got, I better put them in order, the Chase Me, Need Me and Make Me series by Tessa Bailey. I have been eyeing this up for a while and it finally went on the 3 for 6 mix and match deal, so bought the whole series, as you do. Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. So I think they are re-releasing all their books in like the new cover. So this is the cover for that. This was only £3. And then I got another 3 for 6 deal. So I've got The One That Got Away by Melissa Pimentel. I don't know if you say that right, but this was literally being put out on the shelf. The box was next to me while she was putting them out on the shelf, and she had to run to the till. She said, oh, feel free to have a little look through the box, like with this new releases that are going out. And I found this one and it's basically Second Chance, so love that, so I thought I'll pick that up. And then I also got Just for Christmas by Scarlett Bailey. This is very similar to The One That Got Away. It's oh no, it's not similar at all. That is a lie, I must have been thinking of another book. Basically, the girl in the book realizes that like her ex/love of her life is getting married, so she runs away from Edinburgh to a Cornish cottage. So she literally goes from one end of the UK to the other, which I love, and bumps into her sexy neighbour. So yeah, that seems quite interesting. And then third one I got is the Gingerbread Cafe, and I purely bought this just for the cover because it was giving Christmas. And it's basically the main girl, I think she works at this cafe, and then the owner dies and the cafe's been left to her and the owner's nephew, but he's like a fancy head chef and hates Christmas and everything. So it's, yeah, Greta was determined to keep Christmas alive and make the cafe a success before Lucas hands the keys over to the Scrooge-like developers, but she can't do it alone. Interesting. So yeah, they're the books I bought. That's everything I bought. And now I'm gonna go sit at my sister's football. I did last night sign up to Audible to get the Anastasia audiobook as like my free one for the month. so I am hoping I can quickly get through that, because my drives to work are going to be a lot longer now. So I'm thinking if I play that in my car, then I can listen to the book, maybe get through like a chapter to work and back from work, so it's like 2 chapters a day plus reading it. So hopefully I can get through it a lot quicker, because it is like 800 pages long. It's going to take me a while to read. But yeah, that is my plan, really. So yeah, now I'm going to go to Sister's Football and carry on listening to the audiobook and go from there. So my hair is done. I have been reading. I'm currently on chapter 10, 22%, page 188, and I haven't started it yet, but I'm just gonna tell you all now. I think Alexi's gonna die from his haemophilia. I'm putting it out there. That is my prediction for the end. Is it true? I hope not. But the vibes I'm getting, she got the powers that he was meant to have. And he's always ill, and they keep foreshadowing, oh, well, it's a good thing Alexi's before you, not you. Alexi's gonna ascend to the throne before you. It's making me think that Alexi's not gonna get to the throne. He's gonna die and Anastasia will be next. That's my prediction. But yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs, have some dinner, chill with the fam, and then I'll come up and read some more. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know my prediction, because fully, what's the word? That's what I predict, and I'm pretty certain it will happen. Hey guys, so it is currently 11 o'clock at night. It has been a while since I last read or last given an update or anything, so it's now Friday. I did start my new job. It's been, my hair's a mess, oh my god. It has been very busy. I haven't had much time to read by the time I travel back home, things like that. But I don't know where I am in the book. So I'm currently on the epilogue, which is 97% done. I've got 20 more minutes, and Once Upon a December has finally come up on the playlist. So I'm gonna sit and read the epilogue, put my headphones in and just listen, and I'm literally gonna have Once Upon a December on repeat whilst I'm reading the epilogue. And that's the plan, to finish it, and then I'll give you guys a proper update in the morning and some of my opinions, because I had a theory and I was kind of right in my theory, but what happened I didn't expect. But then I'm so used to the now Disney Anastasia and not the original story, so it's a bit of the weird one, because this book's more political, which it wasn't what I was expecting, but I'll go into all that tomorrow. I'm going to sit and finish it, so yeah. I am done. I honestly don't know what to rate this book, because it was a good book and I did like it, and it was very fantasy, but one of the things that I'm used to is the classic Disney Anastasia, which is slightly dark, but it sort of follows the same story and it doesn't at the same time. Obviously the characters are the same characters, and the ideas are the same, and it's very political. And I did read the author's note, which was obviously Sophie Lark, and she said that she basically wanted to show Anastasia as a young girl growing up and basically seeing the differences in the world and things like that. And at the time she was writing it is when Putin was invading Ukraine, so the timing of her writing this book and releasing it were very, like, it was, if I read it at that time I would have been more emotionally moved by it. I was tearing up at the epilogue only because I had so many questions. So I am going to talk about it because I feel like I need to get it out. But if you haven't read the book and you want to read it, then I will put in a little spoiler warning and put the time on the screen for you to skip to, so that you don't hear anything that you don't want to. So my first question is, how did she go back in time? And how did she take Rasputin with her? Second question, I want the Damien that was the 2 years in the future Damien. I want him. 2 years ago, okay, that's great, that's cute, but I want the little solo marriage. I wanted Anastasia as a, what was it? I don't remember what it's called, oh my god. Cossack? I wanted her as that. I wanted her to live that lifestyle. Like, I thought it was going to go down that route. Not that they invade the castle and that they go back in time. That confused me. But the one thing I did notice is everyone that died in the second battle, if they died in like the Rasputin's invasion of the weddings, and they died in the second battle, I feel like they were meant to die for the plot of the story, or them dying had a significant point, like it was either a big inconvenience or it changed the story in a big way, like the Anastasia's dad, the Tsar. I feel like him dying in the first battle, because it was carnage going on around Anastasia, she didn't realise what was going on, so she was sort of able to process what was happening in the second battle more because of what she knew from the first battle. If you've read it, it makes sense, okay? But I feel like I'm probably going to rate it like a 3 stars because it was a good book. There could have been more. There's more stuff I would have personally liked, which everyone has their preferences, so it just is what it is, I guess, but it was still a good book. But the fact that Damien died for her, he knew he was going to die and he did it anyway. That breaks my heart. That's why I want that Damien. That's the nice Damien. They're literally the same person, but I want that Damien. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, like I said, I'll probably rate this 3 stars, 2.5, 3 stars. But yeah, that is the end of this video, this reading on my Kindle with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!